Welcome back, dearies, to Sinfully Desilicious. I dedicate this month's theme as Chaat. Chaat, the word itself will take you to a different world where your diet resolutions stand no chance. Chaat is everyone's favorite. We can't resist having it any time of the day. Though chaat needs no introduction to Indians, I would like to enlighten my non-Indian viewers. Chaat is a street-style fast food. It can be a bite or a whole meal. Initially originated as a layman's food, a quick and handy grab before they kickstart the day or end it. Now chaat has flourished across cities, why not even countries? Coming to this week's chart, it's Pav Bhaji. What's Pav Bhaji? Pav refers to the soft buns and Bhaji refers to the mashed veg curry. Creamy, smooth, spiced up, mashed veggies drizzled with chopped onions, coriander leaves, lemon wedges and dollops of butter, served piping hot as an accompaniment to warm, buttery, tawa tossed soft buns. Now let's get into the recipe. Here I am going to show you how to prepare the most popular street-style pav bhaji. Take a pressure pan, add the chopped veggies, then add 2 cups of water with a pinch of turmeric powder and salt. Pressure cook the veggies for 6 to 8 whistles. Generally, potato, peas, carrot are added to the bhaji. Here you must have noticed I added beetroot and red capsicum, which helps you to add more color to the bhaji. Street vendors may add artificial food colors which are hazardous to health. You can skip adding these colors by including beetroot and red capsicum in your veggie. Apart from the veggies I mentioned, you can add mushroom to make it a mushroom pav bhaji, or add paneer to transform into a paneer pav bhaji, or cheese to make it a cheese pav bhaji. You can tweak it a little to make more variations. Mashing the veggies can be according to your requirement. You can mash it well for a smooth bhaji, or if you want your veggies to be seen here and there, mash it partially. Now let's prepare the chili garlic paste by grinding the soaked de-seeded Kashmiri red chili and garlic cloves with little water into a smooth paste. Now let's move on to prepare the bhaji by heating a deep bottom pan. Add vegan or normal butter. Once it melts, add a teaspoon of cumin seeds. This dish has to be generous with butter, starting right from bhaji to pav. If you are a vegan or lactose intolerant, feel free to use vegan butter and vegan cheese. Trust me, the results were same as the normal butter. Once the cumin seeds crackle, add chopped onion, slit green chili, saute for 2 minutes with salt. Then add ginger garlic paste, close and cook for a minute. Now add the ground chili garlic paste. 6 Kashmiri red chili and 10 garlic cloves yield roughly 5 tablespoons of paste. You can increase or decrease the tablespoon according to your spice requirement. Store the remaining if any in the refrigerator for future use. Here I used all the 5 tablespoons in my bhaji. After adding the required quantity of chili garlic paste, stir it. Close and cook for a while with a tablespoon of water in medium flame to get rid of the raw smell. Once the raw smell of the chili garlic paste goes off, add the chopped tomatoes, saute well, close and cook for 5 minutes in medium flame. By then the tomatoes must have turned mushy. Now add the chopped capsicum, saute for 2 to 3 minutes. Later add Kashmiri red chili powder and pav bhaji masala, combine well and then cook with lid closed for 4 to 5 minutes maintaining the same medium flame. Here I used store-bought pav bhaji masala. Still you can make this masala at home. It is a blend of spices like bay leaf, cinnamon, cloves, black and green cardamom, fennel seeds, star anise, stone flower, nutmeg, mace, peppercorns, along with cumin seeds, coriander seeds, dried chilies, dry mango powder, black salt and turmeric powder. You must have dozed off halfway through hearing this list, I swear. I know how painstaking it is to prepare with this number of ingredients. I shall provide you a shortcut method which involves the mixing of garam masala powder with chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, turmeric powder, black salt and dry mango powder. But be mindful of the ratio when you mix these powders. Or you can simply go with any pav bhaji masala available in the market. In pav bhaji masala is an quintessential ingredient. Don't skip adding it. After adding the mashed veggies, stir well, adjust the consistency if it's too thick by adding water. Then add a teaspoon of sugar. This can be kept optional, but adding it helps to enhance the flavor. Then add crushed kasuri methi, which is otherwise dry fenugreek leaves. Close and cook for 5 minutes on low flame. After 5 minutes of cooking, it must have reached the right consistency. If not, you can still cook it with the lid open till it reaches the desired consistency. After it reaches the right texture and consistency, switch off the flame, add a dash of lemon juice, then sprinkle with coriander leaves and a dollop of butter. Now let's prepare the pav for the bhaji. You can go with any soft buns available in the market. Here I have shown you two methods of toasting the pav. In the first method, heat a tawa, add a tablespoon of butter, then add a teaspoon of pav bhaji masala. Stir it in low flame to make sure it doesn't burn. Then place a slit pav, toss it on both sides to coat the spiced butter evenly. Now let's move on to the second method of toasting the pav. Here, after adding the butter to the heated tawa, add required quantity of prepared bhaji, stir for a while. Then place a slit pav, toss it on both sides to coat the buttery bhaji evenly. Either you can follow these two methods to toast your pav, or simply you can serve plain pav by just toasting with only butter. To show the versatility of this bhaji, I wanted to explore a few fusion treats, thus unwinding my creativity, which leads to a land of gastronomic bliss. Are you thrilled to travel with me to the fusion land? Come on! First of my fusion treats comes the bhaji club sandwich, a bread fusion of bhaji with bread. Bhaji is sandwiched between bread slices along with sliced fresh veggies and flavor enhancer like any chaat chutneys. It can be garlic chutney, green chutney or sweet dates tamarind chutney. The link of these chutneys I have shared in the description box given below. After toasting the butter smeared bread, layer it with sweet dates tamarind chutney, then with sliced onion, tomato and cucumber, generously with bhaji, and finally with shredded mozzarella cheese or vegan cheese. This club sandwich doesn't have any hard and fast rules. You can sandwich the bhaji with any veggies, condiments and chutneys. You can make it in an air fryer, sandwich maker or griddle pan. Later, toast this club sandwich on a heated tawa with more butter if required. Crunchy, spicy, Indianized club sandwich is ready to serve. Trust me, it will be your kids' lunchbox friendly food. Let's move on to the next destination in my fusion land. It's the pav bhaji fondue, a Swiss fusion of fondue with bhaji where Swiss cheese is replaced with Maharashtrian bhaji dipped in with toasted pav chunks. For this pav bhaji fondue, take a small bowl, mix butter, pav bhaji masala, Kashmiri red chili powder and dry herbs thoroughly. Smear this mix onto the pav all sides. Then cut each pav into 8 equal parts. Here I toasted the fondue pav with a special spice mix. You can simply toast with butter and red chili powder also. I used dry mixed herbs in the spice mix. You can alternatively use kasuri methi. Toss this equally cut pav parts in a hot tawa or air fry it as I did here. Take the required quantity of bhaji in a mixer jar, then pulse it for some time to get a creamy puree sort of consistency. You do not need to prepare a special bhaji for this pav bhaji fondue. Simply puree the bhaji which you made for pav bhaji and heat it with cheese till it melts. This results in a creamy, cheesy bhaji which looks luscious when you dip in the masala pav. Pour this creamy, cheesy bhaji fondue into a fondue pot with the burner down to keep it hot. Indulge into the melt-in-mouth bhaji by dipping in the air-fried or toasted pav chunks with the fork given. Alternatively, if you don't have a proper fondue set, serve the hot bhaji fondue in a deep ceramic pot and consume it immediately. Use a normal fork or fruit fork to dip in the pav chunk. Let's move on to the final destination in my fusion land. It's Bhaji Cheese Dosa, a South Indian fusion of dosa with bhaji. Dosa smeared with bhaji, then drizzled with onion, coriander leaves, and finally with or without cheese and dollops of butter. Here I've shown you two varieties of bhaji dosa. One without cheese, it's a healthy ragi dosa. One with cheese, it's a normal plain dosa. For ragi dosa recipe, you can check my ragi idli post where you can dilute the batter of ragi idli into ragi dosa. Finally, your crispy flavored dosa is ready to serve with more bhaji or onion chutney or coconut coriander chutney. The link for these chutneys I've shared in the description box given below. You can also try my other chaats like Sev Puri, Sev Batata Puri, Dahi Papadi and Dahi Sev Puri. I've shared the links of the same in the description box. Hope you enjoy the journey with me in the fusion land of Pav Bhaji. For more such fascinating recipes, visit my website Sinfully Desilicious. When I discovered cooking, I discovered myself. So can you.